Use this to never feel distracted again. Stoicism. Distraction surrounds you, pulling your focus in countless directions. In the chaos of daily life, staying centered feels nearly impossible. However, the wisdom of Stoicism can help ground you, reminding you that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it. With this in mind, consider the power of your response to distractions. Imagine you're at your desk, ready to work. The clock ticks relentlessly as you open your laptop. Suddenly, your phone buzzes with notifications. Each ping pulls your attention away like a magnet as thoughts swirl. Should I check it now? What if I miss something important? But amidst this digital storm, you remember the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control, your choices and your mindset. Can you truly command your attention in a world engineered to distract? What would happen if you actively chose to ignore those alerts, even for just a few minutes? Visualize yourself taking a deep breath, feeling your shoulders relax. Each breath seems to draw in clarity, allowing the noise of notifications to fade. You realize that the only moment you can own is now. Picture a colleague asking for your input during a meeting while your mind races with unrelated thoughts. How often do you miss valuable insights because external distractions derail your focus? The Stoics taught that clarity comes from within. You decide how to navigate turbulent waters, regardless of the circumstances outside. Reflect on this. What distractions have you allowed to dictate your day? Are they truly as important as you've made them out to be? As you ponder these questions, you might notice your heart rate slowing and your anxiety lessening. Grounding yourself in the present can transform your experience in profoundly simple ways. Think about a small step you can take right now. Instead of reacting immediately to that next notification or thought, give yourself permission to pause. Use this moment to consider your priorities. Let the chaotic world recede momentarily as you reclaim your focus. Can you commit to practicing this for just 24 hours? As you venture into the day, challenge yourself to remain present in each interaction, each task, each thought. Observe how many times distractions tug at your attention and consciously redirect your focus. This practice not only aligns with Stoic principles, but it transforms your daily rhythm into one of purpose. Before you dive into this Stoic practice, heed this important reminder. Many have found themselves unsubscribed from YouTube unexpectedly. Check the red button below to ensure you're still part of this community. I want you to stay connected and not miss any valuable Stoic insights coming your way. If this resonates with you, give a thumbs up. It truly helps me reach more seekers like you. Lastly, share in the comments where you're watching from. Connecting with each of you is what makes this journey incredible. Picture this. You're in the middle of a busy street, surrounded by honking cars and bustling pedestrians. It feels chaotic. Your heart races, and noise fills your ears. Yet suddenly, you stop and take a deep breath. You remind yourself that while you can't control the noise around you, you can control your reaction to it. This is the essence of Stoicism. It's not about ignoring the distractions. It's about how you choose to respond to them. The world is unpredictable, and that's where the challenge arises. It's too easy to let our emotions guide our actions. But what if instead of reacting impulsively, you took a moment to pause and reset? Visualize yourself in a meeting where ideas flow and tensions rise. As someone speaks, your mind races. You want to contribute, but your thoughts scatter like leaves in the wind. Here's where the Stoic perspective shines. It's not events that disturb people, but their judgments about them, said Epictetus. What judgments are you making? Are they valid, or simply distractions that hinder your voice? Take a moment to notice your breath. It settles your racing heart. Focus on the present. What happens when you reclaim that moment? You create space for clarity. Let's dive deeper. Distractions often mask deeper issues. Fear of judgment, anxiety about performance, or the urge to please others can cloud your thoughts. But you have the power to unravel those feelings. Ask yourself, what really matters in this moment? Is it the opinion of others or the authenticity of your voice? Imagine standing in front of a mirror. Your reflection shows not just your exterior, but also your inner thoughts. What do you see? Distractions often stem from self-doubt. The next time you're about to react, pause and reflect. Is this reaction truly aligned with your values? Cultivating presence requires practice. Test yourself. For the next hour, stay aware of where your attention wanders. Each time a distraction tries to pull you away, return to your breath. Feel each inhale and exhale ground you. You'll notice a shift in your focus. The chaos outside begins to fade, creating a quieter space within. Now, consider how your daily interactions shift when you approach them with this Stoic mindset. When you listen better, contribute more genuinely, and react less emotionally, you transform your relationships. This practice doesn't just serve you, it builds a foundation for others too. Reflect on this. How often do you let distractions dictate your day-to-day decisions? What if you intentionally chose to embrace stillness instead? As you navigate through distractions, remember this: you have the power to redefine your experience. The next time those pings and notifications arise, breathe, ground yourself, refocus, and let clarity reign. This may feel simple, but the impact can be profound. Are you ready to embrace this Stoic practice? Imagine reclaiming those moments lost to distractions. What will you discover about yourself? Your journey starts now. Think about the last time you felt overwhelmed. Maybe it was work piling up or personal responsibilities weighing heavily on your mind. Distractions come in many forms, don't they? They can be loud notifications, busy schedules, or even just our own racing thoughts. But remember, amid the chaos, there's a choice you can make. Let's picture a familiar scenario. You're sitting at home, ready to relax after a long day. As soon as you settle in, the phone starts buzzing. You feel that urge to check it, to see what's happening. But instead of giving in, take a moment to pause. How would it feel to choose peace over the noise? This is where the Stoic approach can really make a difference. Imagine saying to yourself, I will not let this distraction control my evening. You take a deep breath, feeling the tension start to fade. This is your time. Remind yourself that your well-being matters. You have the power to set boundaries, even if it means delaying that tempting scroll through social media or putting your phone on silent. Let's dive in. Bit deeper. Think about how often distractions keep you from your goals. Maybe you have projects you want to finish or hobbies you want to explore. Each time you give in to distractions, you delay your progress. but take a moment to reflect. What truly matters to you? Is it the latest news or the book you've been meaning to read? This is where curiosity comes into play. Ask yourself, what would happen if you made a conscious effort to focus on your priorities? What if you gave yourself 15 uninterrupted minutes to dive into something you love? Within that time, you might find clarity flowing back into your thoughts. Now, let's consider the people around you. How do they respond to distractions? You might notice others getting tired or stressed when they struggle to stay focused. When you practice this stoic presence, you not only help yourself, but inspire those around you. Your calm can be contagious. Imagine friends or family seeing your grounded nature and wanting to embrace it themselves. In your conversations, how different would it be if you approached each exchange with presence? You would listen more deeply. You'd respond thoughtfully. These interactions can bring more meaning to your relationships. When distractions no longer pull at your attention, your connection with others becomes stronger. As you think about your day ahead, consider setting small goals. For instance, aim to spend an hour without checking your phone. Use that time for what you love. Maybe it's writing, painting, or simply enjoying the silence. Notice how you feel during and after that hour. Do you feel more at ease, more fulfilled? Additionally, remind yourself that it's okay to feel distracted sometimes. It's part of being human. The key is not to beat yourself up for it, but to gently guide yourself back. Every time you choose to return to the present, you're building a habit. Each moment of practice brings you closer to a calmer, more purposeful life. As we wrap up this chapter, think about where you can apply this stoic mindset. What's one tiny step you can take today to reclaim your focus? Whether you're at work, at home, or in conversations, remember, you have the power to choose your response. The journey continues, and with each choice, you're shaping your experience. What will you discover next? Think about a time when you faced a decision. Maybe it was big, like choosing a new job, or small, like what to eat for dinner. Each choice comes with its own set of distractions, responsibilities, opinions from others, and the desire to please can easily cloud your judgment. But what if you could find clarity in those moments? Let's explore this idea together. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads. One path is familiar but full of noise. The other is quieter, a bit uncertain. This quieter path represents the clarity that comes from practicing mindfulness. Stoicism teaches us that clarity starts with reflection. Take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, what do I really want? Picture yourself in a situation where stress knocks on your door. Maybe it's a deadline at work or a family gathering that feels overwhelming. Instead of letting that stress consume you, you can choose to respond differently. Ground yourself. Acknowledge the tension, but don't let it control you. Try this exercise. Close your eyes for a minute. Focus on your breath. Feel the air filling your lungs and leaving your body. With each breath, imagine releasing the tension and distractions around you. When you open your eyes, hold on to that feeling of calm. Use it as a guiding star. Now think about the people you encounter daily. Their distractions can be contagious. If a colleague seems frazzled, it can easily affect your focus too. Here's where your Stoic practice can shine. Rather than allowing that energy to sway you, remain anchored in your tranquility. Remember that each person has their own challenges. Their reaction doesn't have to dictate yours. Reflect on this. When was the last time you experienced conflict because of distractions? Maybe it was a heated discussion that spiraled out of control. The Stoic way encourages you to consider what is truly within your power. You control your reactions and choices. This awareness can prevent misunderstandings and unnecessary drama. Next time you sense frustration brewing, pause. Take a deep breath. Assess what matters in that moment. Is it winning an argument? Or is it maintaining the relationship? Shifting your focus from distractions to connection can lead to more meaningful interactions. Consider how you approach your personal goals. Are you often sidetracked by what others think? It's easy to lose sight of your vision when outside noise takes center stage. Write down your goals. Make them visible. Every time a distraction creeps in, revisit that list. Let it remind you of what truly matters. Talk to yourself like a friend. Instead of harsh criticism, offer encouragement. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel lost sometimes. Every step you take toward clarity builds resilience. You're cultivating a profound skill that will serve you throughout life. As you navigate each day, keep that connection to Stoicism close. Stay curious about how you can reclaim your moments. Setting small challenges can help. For example, decide to spend just 5 minutes a day focusing solely on your breath. It may seem insignificant, but these moments add up. Ask yourself, how does your day change when you embrace presence? Notice the shifts in your interactions, your work, and even your thoughts. It's like seeing the world through a clearer lens. Embrace this journey. Each time you choose calm over chaos, you're creating a ripple effect. The path of Stoicism is about growth and understanding. You have the power to redefine your experiences day by day, moment by moment. What will you explore next in this quest for clarity? Think about the times when life feels overwhelming. It's easy to get lost in a whirlwind of tasks and expectations. With so much happening, how can we stay grounded? Here's where the principles of Stoicism come to help us find our way back to ourselves. Imagine waking up in the morning. The day ahead is full of to-do lists, meetings, and responsibilities. As you stretch and breathe in, reflect. What's the first thing you can control today? Perhaps it's your mindset. You can decide to approach the day with purpose. This simple choice can set a positive tone and help you navigate distractions more effectively. Let me share an exercise. As you go through your day, take a moment to pause. Notice when your mind starts to wander or when you feel stressed. Perhaps it's during a conversation and your thoughts drift. Just breathe. Acknowledge that feeling without judgment. Understand that this moment is part of being human. Then bring your focus back. What is the person speaking to you saying? Can you listen actively instead of getting lost in your thoughts? Now think about the people you interact with daily. Each of them has their own distractions and pressures. Maybe a friend is venting about their job, while a colleague seems distracted by personal troubles. You might feel the urge to fix their issues or reflect their emotions, but with Stoicism, it's all about maintaining your steadiness. Offer support, but without losing your center. Keep your calm and let it serve as a reassuring presence for them. Next, let's talk about your own goals. How often do you let distractions pull you away from what you really want? Set aside time to focus deeply on your priorities. Even just 15 minutes can create a shift. Grab a notebook, jot down what's important, and visualize how it feels to work towards those goals without interruptions. You might discover that a clear focus brings you a sense of satisfaction you didn't expect. As you think about this practice, remember that it's okay to slip up. Distractions will always be present. It's part of life. The goal is not to eliminate them completely, but to learn to manage your response. Each time you bring yourself back to the present, you're building a valuable skill. It's like training a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger your ability to stay focused becomes. Visualize yourself at the end of the day. How do you want to reflect on your choices? Did you allow distractions to control your time, or did you seize it? Write down your observations. This reflection can help you see patterns in your distractions and inspire small changes moving forward. As you continue this journey, think about the importance of community. Connect with others who share a similar mindset. Discuss your experiences. Share strategies. This connection enriches your practice and keeps you motivated. When you share your thoughts, you'll likely find new insights that help you navigate distractions even better. So, how will you apply this in your everyday life? Choose one small step today, whether it's aiming for focused work time or engaging one-on-one with a friend. Each step counts. Remember, you have the power to choose your response, moment by moment. What will you decide today? Keep exploring this journey of clarity and see how far it takes you. As the sun began to set on another busy day, Clara felt the weight of her previous distractions lifting. She had been practicing the Stoic principles shared in the recent reflections, and a newfound clarity emerged in her mind. With each passing moment, she realized that the chaos she once let control her was now just background noise. It wasn't easy. There were moments when her phone buzzed incessantly, pulling her thoughts like a magnet. The urge to check social media still flickered in her mind. But she had learned to pause, taking a breath instead of diving headfirst into distractions. The simple act of gathering her focus transformed her experiences. One evening, during a typical team meeting, tensions started to rise. Clara noticed her colleagues losing sight of the conversation as personal frustrations bubbled to the surface. As the debate grew heated, she remembered the Stoic wisdom she had been practicing. Instead of panicking, she centered herself. Clara raised her hand and calmly shared her thoughts, grounding her team back to the purpose of their discussion. "Let's remember why we're here," she began, her voice steady. "We all have our distractions, but we owe it to ourselves to be present." The room fell silent as her colleagues refocused, absorbing the clarity in her words. Clara felt a sense of empowerment wash over her. She had reclaimed the space. After the meeting ended, she caught up with her colleague Mark. He had been struggling recently, irritable and overwhelmed. In that moment, a decision flashed in Clara's mind. Instead of hastening past him, she slowed down. "I've noticed you seem stressed lately," she said gently. "Is there anything I can help with?" Mark looked, surprised, then vulnerable. Their conversation turned into a deep exchange about the pressures of work and life. Clara found her presence soothing for him. As they spoke, she realized that her calmness was contagious and that it could radiate beyond just her own experience. They shared laughter and hopes, transforming the energy that had once been tense into one of connection and understanding. In the subsequent weeks, Clara dedicated herself to the Stoic habits she'd adopted. She replaced mindless scrolling with reading books that inspired her. She wrote down her thoughts, goals, and reflections each night, ensuring her path remained clear. The small moments of clarity accumulated, allowing her to make purposeful decisions, both at work and in her personal life. As she continued on this journey, she recognized the subtle shifts in her relationships too. Friends began to reach out, drawn to her newfound energy. They shared their own struggles with distractions, and in their discussions, they all learned together. Compared to the frustrating cycles they previously faced, these engagements became opportunities for growth and connection. Then came a significant challenge. Clara was offered a major promotion at work, one that required dedication and long hours. She felt the familiar twinge of anxiety clawing at her, echoing the past. But instead of surrendering to those feelings, she paused. With the wisdom she had cultivated, she asked herself, "What truly mattered?" "I have the power to choose," she murmured, contemplating the balance between her career ambitions and personal well-being. After careful consideration, she accepted the promotion, but laid out strict boundaries. She would work hard, but also guard her peace. Finally, standing in front of her mirror one morning, Clara smiled. She saw someone striving for balance. The distractions that once defined her had transformed into mere whispers. With each breath, she embraced the journey, knowing fluctuations would still arise. Yet, her approach had changed. She had the tools to navigate through. Taking one last deep breath, Clara stepped out into the world, ready to embrace whatever came next. She had learned not just to survive distractions, but to thrive amidst them. As this chapter closed, Clara realized her journey was ongoing. Each choice built upon the last, creating a solid foundation for her future. And she felt a profound sense of gratitude for the insights she had gained along the way. Do you want to keep advancing on the path to serenity? Subscribe now to the channel to receive the next Stoic reflections firsthand. Click like if this content helped you grow. In the comments, share the biggest insight you took away. Your experience may inspire other seekers. And don't hoard wisdom. Send this video to at least 3 friends who need inner balance.